Whew. What's up, good people? Oh man, L.A.R. movement still moving. Gotta excuse me. It's been a productive day. Uh now, since everything's going on or whatever, I'm just doing this real quick, ways to get by. Um, because people are gonna be bored or whatever. I actually gotta go to work in the morning. So if y'all come in, y'all come in. If y'all catch the replay, y'all catch the replay. You feel me? What's up, Well? What's up, Ron? But you know, for all y'all, I'm just gonna give you some things that uh, I've thought about. I thought about this. So first and foremost, hello, hey, hot lips. How you doing? So Manuel, what's good? So let's just get into it. I'm not finna. First way to get by. What's up, Josh? The first way to get by is to start doing some home workouts. Because what's gonna wind up happening is people are gonna be in the house. You're gonna be stationary. You're gonna be sitting. Um, you're really not gonna do much. Tahaka, what's happening? Brian, what's happening? You're not gonna do much. So get you some push-ups and sit-ups in. Mahogany, what's going on, Shug? I was waiting on you yesterday. It ain't no big deal. I'm just letting you know I was waiting. Um, but get you a home workout in. Push-ups, sit-ups. Um, if you got a jump rope, jump a little rope for cardio, whatever. I got like an air roller. I use that. What's up, Vern? Because today I actually did like sit ups, and I've been jogging every day since this has been going on. Since I can't go to the gym no more. Yeah, dumbbells. You know, I've been jogging. I do some sit ups and then I go running. Shalom, Goshen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cool. I got you on that too. It's home gym. Exactly, fam. What's up, Devin? Like it's home gym time. You know, because I don't want people to mess around and gain 10, 15 pounds because you sitting in the house and you stationary. And to a degree, if you're looking to get, that could get you more sick than anything. You know, Let me hold on for a second. I got to tell my dad I'm doing something. You know, but that's the first thing. Man, girl, I'm not tripping. Mahogany, I'm not tripping. So, personally, like, so I give up the game. Like I do like say at least 1,000 sit-ups a day. But what I do is I break them down into 10 different types of sit-ups in sets of 100. You get what I'm saying? Brutally honest, what's happening? Nikiva, what's going on? Black Zeus, what's happening? They'll stay away from that ramen fab for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to do it like that if you don't do sit-ups and do the push-ups the same way. Vibrations on mute. My coworker told me that too. He said, black people are immune. I was like, well, what about Kevin Durant? And he's like, well, I'm Brazilian, so it don't matter. I was like, shut up. So what's happening, Terrell? So what winds up happening is, if you do 10 sets of 20, 10 sets of 25, 10 sets of 50, 10 sets of yeah. That's how I operate. But you do that, and if you're doing push-ups and sit-ups, you could do a set of push-ups, set of sit-ups, set of push-ups, set of sit-ups. You keep alternating. You get what I'm saying? Different types, different styles. They got all kinds of workouts and push-ups and sit-ups and jump squats and wall sits. Figure out something for you to do to get a workout in a sweat. Like if you're in an apartment, if you got a balcony, patio, whatever you want to call it, get on that and do some things so you can get out in the air. What's up, Iman? You know what I'm saying? I like that Corona. tell him, Naima. Thank you, Naima. P90X, yeah. If you got those, because I remember I don't have cable no more. I ain't had cable in years. But usually, like, they have a little workout section on your television. You get what I'm saying? So maybe, I don't know if Netflix got one because I ain't checked that in a while. I'm not sure if Amazon got one either because I got Netflix and Amazon. But if or get on YouTube and look at the home at the home, because there's plenty of people who are doing things. So that's the first thing you got to get out the way. You know what I'm saying? That is the first thing. Because if you don't, like I said, you're gonna have issues. Tell them again, Ryan. Walk a little bit. Yeah, cool, cool. You know, some of y'all don't think about it. If you got to do yoga, that'll work. You know, and a lot of people as you get older, and that goes for fellas too. As you get older, you need to stretch. So stretch, like use this time to get a good stretch in. You know what I'm saying? Yoga won't hurt. Yoga will not hurt. Uh, and it's actually a hard workout. If you haven't done something like that in a while, you be sweating bullets. you really will be sweating bullets. Like what is this doing? You know, I used to do it in the house when they had with the workouts on the TV and stuff. That was not easy. But you know, that's the first thing. Um, as far as home things go, right? Yeah, exactly, Vern. 5-10 minutes, get a good stretch in. Because a lot of people don't realize as you get older, one of the reasons you might have lower back pain and all that stuff is because you don't stretch. Either your stomach got too big or you're not stretching. You know, that's what's going on. And now the second thing is like for home stuff. Listen, you know, everybody was buying water and this, that, and the third. If you don't have any water in your house, you know, first thing you can do is just boil water. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you know, boil the water you got and boil the impurities out of it and then put it in your refrigerator. That'll be water. If you don't want to do that, use the filter on your refrigerator. If you don't want to do, if that's full or whatever, yeah, yeah, I was about to get to that too. Well, if you don't want to do that, mess around. What's the MJ? Yeah, you see that? You know, if you don't want to do that, buy one of the water filters in your grocery store or the Walmart. That way, if you don't have enough quote unquote water, you have a filter that gives you water, that gives you clean water. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're running out, you're running out. You know, I walked in a Walmart and people just buying all kinds of stuff. Personally, the other thing with that is the citrus stuff is still there. So like the oranges, the lemons, the limes, even the lime juice and the lemon juice that are in the bottles, buy that. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself a little home lemonade or whatever, and like the brother was talking about, make some tea. You know, you can make a big thing of tea if you get tired of water. You know, if you get tired of water, make yourself some tea. And the reason I say tea instead of like Kool-Aid and stuff, because it's really no real nutritional value in Kool-Aid. I mean, but if you need to switch up, I get that. Switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If I was you, I'd take some Kool-Aid and actually go old school instead of buying ice cream. Get the, you know, if you got them plastic cups, if you got any, you know, put the Kool-Aid in the cup, put it in the freezer. There you go. You know. Oh, Devin, shut up. You know. You know, but this is a thing you could do. Like if you got food and you don't want some of it to go bad, you could put some of these fruits and vegetables in the freezer for later. Like a lot of times people don't do that, you know, for whatever reason. So if you got, you know what I'm saying, you got like watermelon, that can go in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? If you got certain peppers and stuff, that could go in the freezer. Realize the things you can put in the freezer and thaw out. That way you're not wasting stuff. Like you're not just sitting there and you bought a gang of stuff and it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Say it again, Spirit, you know. But that way you can waste things. You can save, exactly. Save your lemons, you know, by putting them in the freezer. You know, we forget like old school stuff. Like, you know, people used to put bread in the freezer. You unfreeze your bread, then you do it. I don't eat bread, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you could do that. Like I'm currently, you know, I've been soaking red beans since this morning. I'm gonna make some red beans tonight. Like when I get off here, I'm gonna actually start making them or whatever. And you know, when you make a big pot of stuff like that, you put the rest in the freezer. So say if this goes on a week, 3 weeks, I'm gonna have red beans in the freezer. I could just, you know, scoop some out, you know, microwave them, rice. There you go. That's a meal. Or I could do that for a couple of days, you know. And that's one of the things that we kind of forget about. If you have meat, you know what I'm saying? You say you thawed out something and you didn't cook it, do what the grocery store does to it. Season it, salt, put salt on it, pepper and all that shit, and it'll last an extra day or two if you put seasoning on it. What's good, James? Yeah, like well, you can't put oatmeal in the freezer, but you those breakfast foods. To be perfectly honest, to get by, I would say that stuff for last. Like don't eat up all your grits, don't eat up all your oatmeal, don't eat up all your cereal. Don't eat up all that, just in case. Well, and same thing with milk. Do not buy regular milk. Like buy like almond milk or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Because that lasts a whole lot longer than regular milk. You buy a regular milk, it'll be spoiled in maybe a week and a half. You buy some like almond milk, that could last you a month. You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of the thing. Buy things, like potatoes, onions, green onions. If you got a green thumb, because people really not buying the pots and the soil, take a green onion and plant part of it and water that sucker. And that way you won't have to have that. The same thing that goes with because it's tomato season to a degree. You know what I'm saying? So if you get stuff like with the vine on and all that stuff, plant something, man. Or buy something from a nursery and that's already growing. It's almost grown up. This might be a perfect time to buy a little, the small little peppers and the little strawberries and stuff. They sprout up fast. So if you got a little tree or something like that. And another thing, it might sound weird, but hibiscus flowers. Like you could use hibiscus flowers to make your. So if you buy a hibiscus plant, you take the leaf or whatever, and you could use that to make your own little tea. Use from the earth. You know what I'm saying? Use what you got around you. Use what you got to get what you want. You know what I mean? That's part of the. That's another little way to get by. You can freeze egg whites. Damn. I didn't know that. I don't even eat eggs like that. Oh, they don't milk an almond, David. All almond milk is you put almonds like in a pot, and you pour a lot of and it's water. You know what I'm saying, man? Anonymous, I'm over that, fam. Don't even sweat it. That's all you got to do. But it takes a lot of water to make almond milk. Like it takes a lot of water, a little water, some pressure. That's how they make it. You know what I'm saying? That's why it lasts so long, because it's really not milk. It's just almonds soaking up water. You know what I'm saying? Just like soy, yeah. And buy things, the other thing I was thinking about, make meals that last. That's what I was talking about, the red beans. But also, because people, when I went jogging today, people was like at the Wendy's. There's a Wendy's near my house, like where I jog, so I could just see it. So people just going there, driving up, going to Wendy's because they just want to eat out. This ain't the time to be eating out, to be perfectly honest. If people are quote unquote worried about being sick, you know what I'm saying? And those people need some time off too. I mean, it's one thing that they need a job, but at the same time, some sick ass people going out giving people colds. I was laughing because my homeboy put up a picture of Sean Payton, because we Saints fans, and Sean Payton got the coronavirus, and they had a pizza dropped off to his house, and I was laughing. I said, man, so he didn't gave the delivery man that Rona, huh? Yeah, ground turkey, lemons or avocados. Lemon on avocados. Okay. But cook big meals. Like, whether and learn how to season food. Because if you season something, it tastes better the next day, or the day after that. So cook something that you can eat 2-3 days in a row. You know what I'm saying? Not 4, but 2, 3 days in a row. You know, like when I was going live and I made that pasta, I ate that pasta for 2 days. These red beans, I'm gonna probably eat for 3 days. Make things that like how can I say this? Like shrimp fried rice. You ain't got to put the shrimp in it. You know, make a fried rice. It'll last longer. You know, make things that are kind of filling. You know, if you got potatoes, you could cut the potatoes up, make you some fries. That's filling. Or you could, but better yet, make some mashed potatoes. Use that almond milk or that milk to make mashed potatoes that last long. You know what I'm saying? So you can eat mashed potatoes for a few days. You know, this is you gotta get. Hey, that's all good, fam. My bad. Another thing about to be healthy, don't buy trail mix. Like buy a big ass bag. Like, cause I was in the grocery store, nobody was buying trail mix. You can get a big ass bag of trail mix. You know, you got some have fruits and nuts, some have chocolate and stuff like that. Some have like cranberries. You know, that's a good healthy snack that's not gonna have you doing too much. Jermaine, what's happening? You know, quarantine with a single mother. Hilarious, y'all, hilarious. Chocolate, what's happening? You know. Oh, matter of fact, and say if y'all need something, like I was kind of with a friend of mine, forgot about this. If you really need things and you're running out, if you're gonna be off, what you need to get is at this particular point, get gas. That's the first thing first. Get gas. Because people have been riding around, gas is low right now. So get gas and fill up your damn car. But here's the thing that you need to do, like with the grocery store, you know, you got that right, Jermaine. You know, but here's the thing to do with the grocery store. Grocery stores and Walmart, the truckers are still moving. So guess what? Pull up in the morning time when the trucks pull up in the morning, because I was off Friday and Saturday. I had to go back to work though. I had to go drop something off or whatever. But the 18-wheelers pulled up, and people who wanted still toilet paper and water and stuff, they was unloading the truck early in the morning. That's normally what's gonna happen. So if you really need something, you got to go early in the morning. You know, when all the shelves is empty, that's when they're gonna get the stuff. But that's a whole nother thing. But back to the food, like make a meal that lasts. Like don't get all bougie and have these delicacies and this thing. If you're gonna make something that's gonna last a day or two. I tried to buy like eating the pizzas that they make. I can't do that because that shit, for some odd reason, that gave me a headache. But I'm not really in it. I don't eat meat that much anymore. But buy a whole chicken or buy a turkey. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Buy a whole chicken. You know what I'm saying? Eat it. When you eat that sucker, after a couple of days, chop it down, make chicken salad. It'll last you. You get what I'm saying? If people know how to do that, some people know how to do it, some people don't. Whatever. Do the same thing with turkey. You know what I'm saying? If you get a turkey instead, because if it's a bunch of people, because people not really buying turkey like that, make a turkey salad. You know what I'm saying? Peanut butter and jelly. Hey, I feel you. That's what I'm saying. Get to that stuff later because it lasts longer. You buy peanut butter and jelly, you know, you're going to eat it real fast because of the bread. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue with peanut butter and jelly is the bread. You're going to eat it real quick. But personally, buy those cheap waffles. And, you can eat a waffle in the morning or whatever because you're going to run out of stuff. You know I ain't even buying grapes, and I love grapes because I don't trust people with funky ass hands. They be eating the grapes. It's coronavirus, but you still picking at the grapes and putting the bag down. So I don't even look at grapes. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. It is what it is. Grilled chicken on whole wheat. Tell them again, Big Law. Tell them again. That's what I talked about that buying bottled water. If you can't get you a filter, them filters are still there. Them filters packed in that joint. You know, and the filter get you what 55 gallons of water, one filter. So if you can't find the water, that's what you got to do. Come on, Courtney, what you doing? You can't eat it? Come on, seriously? But that goes into play. Um, the fourth one is gonna sound weird to some people, but if you got money left over, if you got a good nest egg of money saved, pay your bills now. And the reason I'm saying pay your bills now, or put something on it, because it's gonna wind up happening. If you don't, then bills gonna be sky high when this is over with. And if you living in the like if it feels good outside, open a window. If you're in an apartment, you on the second, third floor, open a window. Get a cool breeze in so you ain't gotta waste your electricity. Because if you're gonna be in this whole time and you got the electricity because you wanted a certain temperature, I promise you, when they say it's all over with, your electric bill gonna be too much. You're gonna be like, you want to shoot yourself. They still want them because they do still want their money. You know what I'm saying? But make it easy on yourself. Make it easy on yourself. Don't sit in the house and just watch TV and have the AC on, have everything on. Cut the damn lights off in the daytime. You don't need them lights. Open up a blind, cut them lights off. Unless you got it. But if you ain't got no, but make sure you can cut your stuff on don't have somebody just staring in your house. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to do that. Like, cut it off. Open the windows that is real hard to see or people can't see. Because like I open my back windows. Like my family and friends come and I want to open all the windows in my house. I'm like, I don't need everybody looking to see how much stuff I got in my house. If you got a gun, you know what I'm saying? You can open everything. But I wouldn't open everything. Jermaine, man, thanks, man. Hit the track. That's what I was talking about. Get a quick jog in. My electric bill is high. Like, you ain't got to cut the heat on 80. If you ain't got a fan in your house, get a fan. Use your ceiling fan if you got a ceiling fan. So I got ceiling fans. So cut your ceiling fans up. You know what I'm saying? If you got the ones that rotate, that have the switch rotation on them, one rotates to make the heat go up and one rotates to make cool air come down. So, flip that button, make the cool air come down. Use use a fan and put it in certain rooms to keep things cool. Keep all the doors closed. And what I mean by that is, say, if you cut your AC on, keep the doors closed in each room. That way, the temperature stays in that room. If you open all the doors, it's going to be, it's really going to do you a disservice. It's going to do you a big disservice. So, hey, if you be cold, you better eat some ice or something. Hey, I said that earlier, Kurt. That's what I'm talking. Watch this. You be cold, Courtney? You cold? Well, I mean, since you're in the house, you ain't gotta wear nothing, girl. Go ahead and just go ahead and let it out. Let it, take a selfie of yourself. Don't put no selfies up with you. You just walk around. But some of y'all want to walk around bucket naked, anyways. Wear cool clothes. Don't be chill. If you relax, it's a be a free spirit. Courtney finna get that. They better tell it. They better flirt with you. Right. Like this is one of the things that we got to deal with. And I feel you on that, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to do some things to get by and make things slide. I said this earlier, which is get creative, man. paint, draw, write, do something creative to pass the time. Don't just sit there playing video games, watching your kids play video games. Bring out the card games. Bring out the Uno, bring out the Connect Four. Disinfect it if you're scared of that or whatever. And if you want to, it's fun. It sounds funny, but you got friends, you got a phone, you got family, you got phones. To pass some of the time, y'all get creative as a way to connect. Maybe y'all should all join an app, like one of those game apps like Monopoly or this, that, the third, and y'all could just play on the phone or the computer. Y'all could play each other, pass some time that way. You know what I'm saying? Get on a little tablet, have a little conversation that way. That way you could just, reconnect with your friends and family while y'all doing something, having conversation, talking trash, passing time. Get creative, do things. You know what I'm saying? Like my cousin, him and his son, they was doing a little push-up competition. So that's a fun little family moment, right? You have little bets going. If you do this, you lose. You got to do 10. We used to do that, like for the Super Bowl. Like, say when the Super Bowl comes out, one of the family things is, but each side of the family picks a different team, and whoever scores a touchdown, you got to do push-ups. So it ain't no sports. So say even if you play video games and you got to play Madden or something like that, or you playing cards or something like that, you lose, give me 10. It'll be a little fun and pass the time. And like I said, if you got to do it in FaceTime or whatever, it'll be a little fun thing. Get on a little group chat. You know what I'm saying? Be creative. A lot of us don't think about it that way, but it's cool. Have your little party or whatever. Have your little family and friend karaoke. Put the little, put the screen on, multi-screen. Y'all could bust out a move. I'm not doing that in my family though, because my uncle, my uncle one of them dudes. Let me sing you a song. Don't leave. I'm only on the 37th song. I just got one more for you. My uncle. My uncle know who he is. If you ever see this video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You sing a song for 5 minutes. Next thing you know, you want to go through a whole Temptations album. The greatest hits, the greatest. Let me go to Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. No, I got to go. You ain't going to kill me. It is what it is. Oh, yeah, he that uncle, Fern. He that uncle. Nighttime, have a movie night. Have a movie night, like family movie night, friend, girlfriend movie night. You're going to be booed up or whatever. Do something like that. He have song selection, but he can't sing all them songs. You know what I'm saying? My uncle can't sing like that. Let me sing it Barry White for you. Shut the hell up. Sick of this. But my uncle funny. My uncle's funny. Like he be having the blazers, the old 60s blazers. They be sequins, they be shimmery and all that. He got the red one, the blue one. He come out with the shades on your ass, but it's hilarious. But have a little fun. You can get some drinks. Yeah, paper money is becoming obsolete. But it is what it is. They was gonna give, who was that? They was gonna give Harriet Tubman a $20 bill. Now we ain't got paper no more. That's crazy. My uncle got bars. He's hilarious. He is hilarious. Hey, if you bullshitting, I'll get some of that rainwater, Vern. People don't know about that, but get you some of that rainwater. That's better than that's better than most water, anyways. That rainwater is natural. Tastes different too. I don't know if people know that. It has a different taste to it. Not bad at all, but it tastes completely different. Closest thing would probably be spring water. But like I said, get creative. You know what I'm saying? Get real creative, do some different things. You know, running out tasting. No, get you a little silver. You know, get your what you call that? Not a vase, but you know, you can do that with a vase too. But a pitcher, you know, pitcher out there, blah blah blah. That's cool. Uh, that's how you know. Nah, you know what? I don't live out. I don't live in the city, so I don't. We don't have really like smog like that out here. You don't have none of that. So where I'm at is good. Where I'm at is good. But the other thing I would say, man, also when you're getting creative, meditate a little bit. Like sometimes people have so many quote unquote issues and mental issues, and some people have a hard time and they have cabin fever. Sometimes they just can't be with themselves and their own thoughts. It might be time to learn how to meditate. Like really cut everything off, block everything out, close your eyes and meditate. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the country, well water, yeah, but most of us ain't in the country. Oh my God, I wish. You know, but you know, get a little meditation in. What's up, Jacqueline? Take it into consideration. Like take, you know, if you want to, you know, if you want to pray or whatever, do all that. And like y'all know me. I'm always listening to music or whatever. But get some of that Russian waves or real chill music and just relax. As Tony is saying, I like to call him Tony Tone. You know, create a relaxing environment in your home. You know, set a little feng shui in your life while you got a little bit of time. You know, little plants, you know, this, that, and the third. Get some candles, put a seance in that thing, you know, make it a good smelling house. Make it a good smelling house, a good calm house, a good peaceful house, because you're gonna need peace of mind. But some of us have been in the rat race so much. Yeah, thank you. Smooth jazz. I appreciate that, Emmanuel. Uh, you know, and that all this stuff don't make sense to me, Big Law, either, but it is what it is. I gotta go to work tomorrow. So, you know, I'm working. So it is what it is. But yeah, get you some smooth jazz and stuff like that playing and just chill out. Like relax. If y'all, you know, if you got a boo thing or whatever, this is one of those times where, you know, give each other a massage, run her a bath, give her a bath, you know, get kind of chill and romantic. Sex gonna come, I get all that, but I ain't talking about sex. Like make everybody relaxed and, you know, make the environment relaxed and chill. Control your environment, control the quote unquote energy and the vibes. You know what I mean? Netflix and shit, like even with the television, don't even, you know, because a lot of times we are what we are. Hey, I'm gonna make my red beans rice in a minute, Michael. I'm gonna do trip, player. You know, like do that. Like watch what you watch. You know, watch what you take in. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure you're not being too extra. You know, and what I mean by that is don't watch too much drama because you're gonna be in the house either with somebody or by yourself. Nobody needs you and all that drama and no all them horror movies and all that other stuff. Don't do all that. Yeah, thanks, youngling. Cooking, baking, and you know, chess games. Like people could play chess. It keeps your mind running. Thank you. That reggae, yeah, like do all this stuff. Like, because chess keeps your mind sharp. You know, Sudoku, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Those things, like get things that keep your mind in a good space. Challenge yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my homeboy, we talked yesterday. We gonna have another Soul Food Sunday eventually because me and my friends we used to get together for Soul Food Sunday. So after this is over, we're gonna do all that. Like cook, talking about cooking big meals. Like I was watching Caribbean Pot today. He was making kalalu, and he made it with turkey, like a smoked turkey leg. You know, stuff like that. Like if you got ingredients and it was spinach, you know what I'm saying? Make big meals like that. Sweet potatoes, squash. You know, get you some kalalu. You know, do all that. Man, I ain't like I told you, Fabian. We good, man. I ain't tripping. You know, that's man. It's spreading in New Orleans, but one of the reasons it's spreading was because of Mardi Gras. Like people don't realize. I mean, you know, it was Mardi Gras, man. So people got sick. A lot of old people got sick. That's why people was dying in New Orleans. There was a lot of old people at the old folks home, the majority of them. You know, smoked turkey. Now, it was actually smoked turkey leg, though. You know, damn. I got to call my dad after this over with. He actually called me while it started. So I'm going to hit him back. You know, thanks. I appreciate it. Kalalu. There you go. Yeah. You know, exactly. You know, and a lot of times, the other thing about this is, you know, for some people who do this, because a lot of people don't, this is a good time to read. Like if you're gonna watch movies, watch things that are comedy based, things that are fun, that'll keep you in high spirits, you know, quote unquote, you know, those type of things. But read a couple of books, you know, get into it again. Because when you're not an avid reader, you know, you become a kid again, and it's like it makes you sleepy. And if you need to get some rest and you can't go to sleep and you ain't read in a while, read. It's gonna put your ass right to bed. You'll be knocked out. I'm getting there. I'm chapter 1. And so he said, see y'all tomorrow morning. Like, you know, it is one of those things. Dang. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that, Kurt. I'm gonna get to that. You know, that is one of the things that we gotta, you know, get into. You know, you might have books in your house. No, yeah, most people have books in their house, but read the books in your house that you haven't read. You know, switch it up. Read something, read this. Sometimes, you know, you might not be interested in things, you know, skip forward and, you know, like if it's an actual novel, you're going to have to read it. But if it's something like, you know, if you read something like the 48 Laws of Power or the War, you can skip to the chapters that intrigue you the most and read that. You know what I'm saying? Like, figure it out. You know, find a book on investing, because this is one of the things I'm going to talk about, excuse me, in a few minutes. Matter of fact, I'm going to just get into it. I ain't going to be wasting all this day. People got this time. Find a new hobby. Find a new hobby. The art of seduction. Who you seducing, Jacqueline? You know, I see you. I see you seducing. Uh, okay, Dean. Okay, what's up, Dizzy? Like, find a new hobby, because a lot of times we've had hobbies. We always wanted to try something. You might want to, you know, you can get intrigued in trying stuff now. Or you had something that you said was going to be a hobby and you bought all the stuff, but you never did it, but it's somewhere in your crib. You know, do that. You know, you got the time on your hands. Go ahead and do it now. Like, go ahead. Bop, 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 bop. I got this little hobby. Let me see if I get into it. You ain't got nothing but time. You got nothing but space and opportunity. You know, find a new hobby. It works perfectly with this. You know, and while you find a new hobby, the other thing you probably need to be doing, just in case, once y'all look for employment. If people are getting fired, you might have your job. You might not like your job. You got some time off and you don't like your job. Hell, it's time to put out resumes or look up jobs in the area and in different places. If you always wanted to move or whatever, it's the perfect time to look up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now you can just check your resume game up. You know, go ahead. Tell them again, young Link. What did I miss? Hey, hey, and I do them brownies, boy. Them brownies, boy. So I'm saying, pick up those new hobbies could become a side hustle, or become a business, because this gives you the perfect opportunity with whatever you get into. It might be a little good side hustle. That's what I'm talking about. At home, yeah, because I got family members. Yeah, great. Hold up, hold up. See what I'm saying? There, God, I hate when it keeps jumping like that. Free sale haircuts. Yeah, I learned how to cut hair. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I, you could learn those things and be like, man, I'm glad you did some cardio. I did my run. I actually went running, and then I came. And when I finished running, I actually cut the grass. So I'm done. Like, I'm spent. I took a shower and then I got on this thing. But find something that's just gonna interest you and intrigue you, and yeah, watch parties. Devin always throwing watch parties. So shoot, get on that. There you go. Tell them, Miss Gigi. Like I said, like, put, because some people been looking to fire people. They might use this as cover. So just cover your ass in general. If you one of those people who ain't got to go to work for a while, cover your ass in general, because people are gonna be getting fired left and right and getting laid off left and right, because it's a perfect time to get rid of folks. And just like they firing people, those same businesses gonna be hiring people. I know people are talking about automation, but people gonna want to get on the move and start spending money again. So this is a perfect time. The other thing that I would say is clean up. Like, it's time for you, since you're in the house, do some spring cleaning. If you're really concerned about being sick, wash your sheets. You know what I'm saying? Wash your sheets. Not that, if you wash your clothes, that's cool. Wash your sheets, because you mess around, if you got a cold or whatever, and you go into bed in those sheets, you waking up in those sheets, you're gonna wind up having it over again. So wash your sheets, get that out the way. Your clothes, that part. Do your dishes, clean up your house, mop and all that, vacuum if you got to, all that stuff. Like, make it a cleanly environment while you're at home. Because one of the other things that happens is, like I said, people gonna be at home, you're gonna be eating, you're gonna be playing, you're gonna be watching TV. You're gonna get so comfortable, you might make a mess. You know what I'm saying? Your house might be a mess, your room might be a mess. Fold the clothes up and do all that stuff. I know you just didn't say that. Ooh, that. Are you talking about that butter pound cake though? You don't know about that butter pound cake though. You don't know about that butter pound cake. That butter pound cake. Or if anybody know about that hummingbird cake, y'all don't know about that hummingbird right there. This is one of the things that we, keep everything clean now. It helps a whole lot. Put things in. As a matter of fact, don't just clean up. Start putting things in order in the house, since you got time. Find your receipts, find your bills, get rid of the things you need to get. The stuff that's just wasted paper and all that stuff. Put all your important documents in the same in a if you got like a manila folder or the place or whatever. Organize all that stuff so you don't have any excess issues. You know what I'm saying? So you can go get stuff immediately. You know what I'm saying? If you got guns, clean your guns just in case, because the last thing you want is to have to use the sucker in the jam. You know what I mean? But put your ammo in your clips and everything so you can get to it. But if you got knives, sharpen your knives. Just sharpen that stuff. Do all those things to get it out the way. Just do all of that shit to get it out the way. So you can, this is why I'm saying make everything, make everything in your life stretch for the time being. And and just for the people who in these streets looking for that quarantine bay, this is actually a perfect time to talk, to meet people. If you're somebody you want to holler at and you can't holler at them personally, hit them up on Instagram, hit them up on Facebook, hit them up on Snapchat, hit them up on a dating site or whatever. But this is perfect time to vet people. Now you can actually talk to people, because people are going to be trying to get out their house and have sex. I'm going to just tell you that right now. But this is actually a perfect time to actually have conversations with people and see where people's heads is at. Because now people got the time to talk. And if people holler, they holler. If people don't, they don't. You can move on. Like, this is a perfect time to just, get to know somebody per se. Without, you don't have to spend money, you don't have to date, because you got that Rona at the bar. I don't need to take you out. You might have that Rona. This is a perfect time to just get through, vet people, check people out, see what's real. You know what I'm saying? FaceTime Courtney while she at home with no clothes on. But I just wanted to speak my piece on this real quick. So I'm gonna get out of here, because now I'm gonna go make my red beans and rice. Before I go, I take that back. When you cooking, just like I got, we all got a stove, microwave. I got one of those ovens, not like the toaster ovens. Got an air fryer. Use that type of stuff too. Like I got a little griddle thing. You know what I'm saying? Use what you got. Use what you got in your house, so you don't have to use everything. You know what I'm saying? If you got to cook on a stove or an oven, that's cool. But if you can put something in the toaster oven to kind of save you some, some power, some time, some energy, cool. You put things in the air fryer, cool. If you got a crock pot, put things in the crock pot, cool. Oh, you need me? You want me to FaceTime you, Courtney? I ain't got FaceTime. I got Duo, Courtney. Why am I FaceTime you? You don't even live in Houston, Courtney. Why am I FaceTime you for? And I already said you you did say you live in Houston, didn't you? Huh? My email is L.A.R. movement at Gmail. Courtney, I'm telling you, your real name James Courtney is gonna be your name. That's just a face, Courtney. But that's what's real talk. Like, hey, I said that too earlier, Kirk. Make some frozen cups. George Foreman grill. Android gang. You gotta tell them, Android gang. But it is what it is. Like, use that stuff. This might be and for some of y'all, if y'all got like too much, this might be a time to experiment with stuff, like as far as cooking goes. You know what I'm saying? This might be a time to start. This might be a time, if you got a backyard, to, start a garden. Do something different. You know what I'm saying? It is. But let me get out of here. Exactly. Protect yourself at all times. But thank y'all for rocking with me, man. I hope y'all got something out of this. I hope people who watch this later on get something out of it too. You know what I'm saying? One love to all y'all. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all, fam. Peace.